All right, it looks like it's 1 p.m. now, so we're going to be getting started. So welcome everyone. I hope you're having a good weekend. Welcome to Schulich Ignite. Today is the introductory session. My name is Chris Kwiatkowski. I am the lecture lead for the Wednesday sessions. Today we are just going to be doing the introductory session. So I'm going to get started by sharing my screen. So before we get started, just a disclaimer that we are going to be recording this. So this session is going to be recorded and also the other sessions. So that means if you unmute yourself or if you turn on your camera, you will get recorded. We are also using breakout rooms, but those are not going to be recorded. So we do encourage you to turn on your cameras and use your microphones in those breakout rooms. Feel free to have your cameras and use your microphones during the main session too. Just know that you will be recorded during those. All right, so today what we're going to be going over is mostly just introductions, be talking about what Schulich Connect is, give an overview of all the content. We're going to be talking about some points and prizes, how to be contacting us, about there's a end of session gala, and then we're also going to be setting up the coding environment, making sure that you're able to use our platform to be able to get some coding. And then we're going to have some introductions with your mentors and play some games. You'll get to know your mentor. So who are we? We are Schulich Ignite. We are a university student-run club. We aim to make learning to code fun and accessible for high school students. We want to ignite a passion for programming. So stick around. So we're going to have a few words from the president first, and I actually forgot to share the sound, so I need to stop sharing for 1 second. All right, sorry about that.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Schulich Ignite. My name is Anmol Ahuja, and I'm the president of Schulich Ignite. We are a club at the University of Calgary that aims to ignite a passion for coding in youth. We have been teaching since 2016, and recently we expanded the club to also offer advanced sessions to students as well. So our Ignite beginner sessions go over the basics of Python and coding fundamentals. And you are able to learn skills that will help you develop a game at the end of our 8-week sessions as well. And in our advanced sessions, we teach object-oriented programming, and you will be able to also develop a fully functioning game by the end of those 8 weeks. So you will all be paired with a mentor and other students in which you will be able to solidify your learning of the topics that we'll be teaching throughout the different classes. And your mentors are all from the University of Calgary or the University of Alberta. So you will also be able to learn about how university life is as well. Our sessions span 8 weeks, and after those 8 weeks, we also have a gala event in which we invite industry speakers, and students are able to show off their projects and the skills that they have learned throughout those 8 weeks as well. The gala also consists of a panel in which you're able to ask questions to industry speakers and how it is like working in the industry as either a software developer or someone in computer science. I really hope that you all enjoy our program, and I would like to give a big thanks to all of our sponsors, the Schulich School of Engineering and Dr. Moshapur, to make this program possible. Also, a big thanks to the executive team and all the mentors here. who are helping to run this program. Thank you all, and I hope that you enjoy the program.
All right, so next part, we're going to have a introduction about what is software engineering and its benefits. So the skills you're going to be learning in these sessions are very applicable to software engineering. We're going to give you an introduction from Dr. Moshe Pur about what software engineering is and its benefits.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Schulich Ignite. My name is Mohammad Moshe Pur. I'm a professor of software engineering at the Schulich School of Engineering. This program aims to teach programming to high school and university students. We have a mentorship-based model that really works. It allows our engineering students to work with you on a pretty much individual level to help you progress faster and learn these concepts. Many people have graduated from Schulich Ignite over the years and have been able to do quite well in university and later on because of the skills they learned in this program. This program started by collaboration with Google. The program was called Google Ignite at first, and we rebranded to Schulich Ignite. We were one of 3 universities from Canada that were selected by Google to run this mentorship program in. And we have been very successful thanks to the work of your mentors, our engineering students. Why do you want to learn programming? That is the question that you need to have a good answer for in order to do well in this class. Well, computer programs are everywhere. You can't do anything in life anymore without running some sort of software, from using your smartphone, driving a car, watching entertainment, anything and anything. And if you want to be an engineer, it doesn't matter what type of engineer you want to be, you're going to be working with tons and tons of data. So making sense of this data, automating tasks, you need computers for. And the use cases for software is increasing, meaning that we need more software every day. So it's important for you to learn programming, even if you don't want to be a software engineer, let's say. As a software engineer, you're going to develop software and you're going to make and design software that people use every day. But even if you're not a software engineer, you may want to write simple programs to process some data and help you do certain things and become computer literate. So these workshops are extremely important, and they're sort of your gateway in the world of computing. By the end of this workshop, you're going to have skills that are quite tangible. You're going to understand code and you're going to be able to write code. And it's really going to be the point of takeoff for you because you can use these skills and accomplish a lot. Think of it this way. Think of it from when you learn the alphabet. When you learn how to read, then the world is your oyster. You go and read whatever you want. And this is the aim of this workshop, to make you computer literate. So you're able to write code, read code, and sort of join millions of people who have these skills and use it to accomplish cool things. So we want to make a deal with you. We are here for you. Thanks to our students, your mentors. They give up their Saturdays or their evenings to be here with you and to teach you how to program. We're going to be here with you and help you through learning these concepts. And if you promise that you join us every week and you put in the time for the next few weeks, we promise that you're going to have the skills to be able to build simple games, simple programs, and then you're going to be able to build on your skills going forward. So thank you again for joining us, and we hope to have an exciting class for you in the next few weeks. Thank you.
All right, so as Dr. Moshe Pur, he is one of the professors who works closely with our club and is helping us out quite a lot. So thank you to him. As he said, these sessions, you're going to learn a lot from them. There's 8 sessions in total. So today is session 0, so there's still the first session is still going to still coming up. We hope that they're going to be fun. They're going to be very hands-on, very interactive. We focus on having a lot of exercises and having a project-oriented approach. So there's going to be a project that you're going to be able to start working on towards the end, and be potentially presenting that in the gala that happens at the very end. So we highly value creativity. We want these workshops to be giving you a hands-on experience with the programming, to be learning how to solve problems and how to program what you want to get done. So this is just an overview of what those 8 sessions are going to look like. So there's going to be all the basics of programming. We're going to start out with the variables, with interacting with the mouse, draw functions. So we're going to be learning about how to be drawing things onto a screen. And in the next session, session 2, there will be operators, how to be moving objects on the screen. And we'll go into if statements, logical operators, and then we'll go into lists and loops, how to repeat things, how to get your code to be repeating. Then we'll go into functions, and then some bonus topics. And the last session, there will be a Kahoot game. That should be pretty fun, just to be trying out some questions and seeing how well you learned everything. All right, so we have a website, and this website is where you're going to be able to get access to all the slides, as well as be submitting your exercises. So I'm going to show on my screen where you can actually find these slides. So this is the Schulich Ignite website. I'm just going to pop that into the chat, the link to that. And for today's slides, if you go under the sessions, if you go under Ignite Beginner, so we're in the beginner section. If you go to there, you'll see there's already these are the slides from last semester. At the very end here is session 0, and here are the slides for today's session. So you can see they'll be all here, and you'll be able to access all the different links that are going to be in those slides. All right, and just want to mention that if you have any questions at any point, just type them into the chat, or you can even just unmute yourself. So today is it's quite introductory, and I'm here to answer your questions. At the end, we're going to have some breakout rooms, and you'll have time to ask questions from your mentors as well. But any time, just type in the chat if anything is unclear. Okay. So we do have a point system that by participating and by answering questions, by submitting different exercises, you will collect points. And these points, if you collect enough of them, you will be able to win some prizes. So here's the different ways that you're able to collect those points. There's based on attendance, answering quick question exercises, submitting the exercises from the end of session, submitting weekly challenges, submitting the project at the end, as well as earning badges. So we're going to talk a little bit go a little bit in detail into some of these things. First off, we have you split out into 2 different categories. So you've got a more introductory one, the bug busters, for those who don't have any experience in code, and then Pythonic Lava for those who do have some experience in code. So you're only going to be competing against each other in the same category for these prizes. So just to make that all fair, so each category actually has different exercises. So for Pythonic Lava, it's going to be a little bit extra difficulty. Each category has all its own prizes. So there is a link here that when you get those slides, you can find yourself in that spreadsheet. The top 3 students in each of those categories will get prizes. So if you have the most Ignite points, first place, there's a $25 Amazon gift card. Second is $15, and third is $10. And then there's also a ticket system. So there'll be 3 additional prizes for each category, an extra $10 gift card. So this ticket system, if you're not in the top 3, your Ignite points will be used as tickets. So the more points you have, you'll have a higher chance of winning the prize. Each 100 Ignite points you get was going to be 1 ticket. So an example is there. For 400 points, you get 4 tickets. 780, it's rounded down, unfortunately, to 7 tickets. 510, you have 5 tickets. So the streak score, this is for if you're consistently attending. So each consecutive session that you attend, you will get more and more points. So for the first attended session, you get 5 points. And for each consecutive one, you get 5 more points than you had from the last session. An example is going to be on this slide, on the next slide here. So Anna is a mentee who attended all the 8 weekly sessions except for session 6. So the first session, you can see she gets 5 points. Then the next one, she gets 10 points. So this is all added up, actually. So she gets 10 points for that session. And then for attending session 3, she gets 15 points, then 20 points for session 4, 25 for 5, but she missed session 6, so it gets reset. She didn't get any points for that. And then she is starting again at 5. So all these points then get added up, and that gets added up to your point score. There's also going to be quick questions. So there's going to be slides that have this icon on them, and you're going to be able to answer them. And if you you'll get points for answering them. So they're worth 10 to 20 points each. There's going to be multiple choice answers, and there's going to be a poll that pops up in Zoom, and you'll be able to answer it through there. There's also going to be exercises that you can do at the end of the sessions, and there's also weekly challenges. And these are going to be worth 50 points each. Weekly challenges are going to be uploaded every Monday, 5 p.m. on the Instagram page and Facebook. And you're going to need to submit a program as your answer. It's going to be a Python notebook. So they'll make a little bit more sense later on. And that's with the submission form. So that was on the Streetlight Ignite website where you can submit those. The link is also here for those forms. And there's going to be, it's separate for Bugbusters and Pythonic Lava. So weekly challenges, that's what they are going to look like. And then lastly, there's the badges. So based on your participation and your submissions for those exercises, if you meet certain criteria, you're going to get badges. And each badge has different criteria. There's different levels of the badges based on how much that you did, and those are going to be worth Ignite points as well. There's a link there where you'll be able to check out those badges. I'll just show those out right now, actually. So I think we do have time for that. So there's a tab actually at the bottom here. If you go to badges, you'll be able to see all the different badges that we've got. So it's going to be, here's all the different criteria. You can have a look at that. You can see all the different points that you've got there. Sorry about that. Sorry about that delay. I think Zoom was hanging on me for a moment. I'm not sure why that happened. Sorry about that again. So your Ignite points are going to be tracked in a spreadsheet. You can find that here. If you have any questions about these Ignite points, there's a Discord server. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. And you can also just talk to your mentors and ask them if you have any questions about that. Okay, I hope the Zoom is still working for me. It seems to be hanging a little bit. Just give me one moment to see what's going on. Hey, that's a little bit odd. I'm sorry about that. That Zoom is a little bit not working too well for me right now. Okay, hopefully it gets a little bit better. All right, we're gonna talk about the Discord server. So we have a dedicated channel on the Discord groups. There's a dedicated channel for each of the groups. You can ask any questions for your mentor. So between the sessions, you can use the Discord to be asking any questions you have. You can also chat with other students, and you can show off any cool things that you've done. So link is on the slide here. And at the very end of the sessions, there's going to be a gala. So it's going to be an opportunity to show off the final project that you worked on. And there's going to be people attending who are working in the software engineering industry. So you'll be able to learn more from them about what it's like to work in software engineering and what those companies are about. Okay, so we're gonna get started now. So we're gonna talk a little bit about what tools that we have, and then you'll have a chance to actually try to get this platform going, get a very basic code running, and then after that, we'll have some time with your mentors, and we'll to play some games with the mentors. So the tools that we're going to be using, we have Python. Python's very popular programming language. A lot of people use it, and it's very commonly used for learning programming. The platform that we have, you don't have to download anything. You don't need to install Python or anything like that. We have a platform available at this link here. So I'm going to show how that looks. So you're going to have a chance in a moment to try logging into that and to get that running. So I'm just going to show how that looks on my screen here. So this is how it looks like once you've signed in. So when you go to this link, it's going to prompt you to sign in with a Google account. I already am signed in. And it can take a little while to get all set up. So you're gonna have to be a little bit patient when you try doing this. And then it's gonna take you to a dashboard. So what you can do is create new notebooks. So we're gonna be working with notebooks. You can also have some folders, and all your files are gonna show up on this side here. So I created a folder in here, and I've got a notebook already there. So if you're creating a new notebook, you go to File, New, create the notebook. And here's where you're going to be able to code. The kernel, you just select Python 3, you just click select there. And this is just Python in here. So if we use just basic Python, we can run that and it prints out. Now, we also have a custom library. So we have some custom code that's going to help, that's helping to allow you to do some graphics, and it's going to simplify a few things. So to get that working, there is a little bit of extra code that you need to put in. So in one cell, we're going to have this little piece of code. You press the play button to run these pieces inside these cells. And that's the setup that you're going to do. So don't worry about remembering these pieces. We're going to have that on the next slide, and your mentors will be able to give those little snippets. So don't worry too much about what exactly this does. And then in the next slide, the next cell, you will be able to put in Ignite. I realize this is probably pretty small. You can make that a little bit bigger. So each of the cells where you're going to be putting some code, you're going to be starting with just this, these characters in here. You're going to have 2% signs Ignite. And then there you'll be able to put in your code to draw things. So for example, in here, if we just going to put in the print in here. And if you have any drawing, it's going to draw a few things. You can see that it's put in our message in there. And just to show that we actually have a little bit of graphics, we can see that we've changed it to be blue. So we're not going to go too much in, today we're not going to be talking too much at all about what these things mean. We're just going to get you set up to be able to put code into these cells and make sure that it's all working. Okay, and then lastly, of course, we have Zoom is another tool that we're using. That's what we're using right now. We're going to have breakout rooms for when you're able to work with with your mentors. Okay, so that's basically what I went through, showing how to do that. So getting started, you just log in to that site there. Then you create the new notebook. You're selecting that kernel. These cells, that's where you put in your code. As you saw, there's a play button to get the code to execute. And you can have multiple cells, as many as you like. This is that boilerplate that you saw, that for that first cell, that's what you're going to need to put into there. Then press that play button. There's also a shortcut to press Shift Enter. And then your cell that has your actual program, you create a new cell, and at the top again, just it needs to have that little piece of code there. And then when you press the play button for that cell, it's all gonna execute. Okay, so if anything goes wrong, just ask, and your mentors will be able to help you. So that's the breakout room that we're going to go into in just a moment. Just one reminder that if you're reloading the page, you will have to rerun this cell at the top. If you have any issues, just talk to your mentors; they'll be able to help you out. This is just a cheat sheet here of what you need to do at the beginning. Okay, so now we're going to go into a quick breakout room. It's going to about 10 minutes to do this. Just to make sure that you have everything working, to try to sign in, get something basic working. Your mentors will be able to help get that all running for you. And once you're done that, and if everything's working, I can just start chatting with your mentor. Okay, so you probably got the icebreakers already, but if not, we're going to put you back into those breakout rooms in a moment. You're going to have half an hour to go through these parts. So the icebreaker activity, just a few introductions, and there's some questions you can go through. And then after that, there's some game ideas for you to try out. We've got Two Truths, One Lie, Trivia, Among Us, Scribble.io. So there's a link to those things. What we'll do is give you half an hour to go out through these things, and we're going to have a poll question just at the end of that to ask about how your experience was today. If people want to stick around for the full until 3 p.m., then it's up to you. But we are, if you want to end early in half an hour, that'll be fine. So just some reminders right now to join the Discord to be able to talk with everyone there. Hopefully you got your account set up on the Erranite. And the reminder that when the sessions are, so the Wednesday group, that's us, we're going to be this Wednesday at 6 p.m. to 7:30, and that's Mountain Time, that's Alberta time. So some people might be in a different time zone. Just double check what time is going to be for you. All right, so we're just going to put you back to the breakout rooms. You have half an hour to play those games, get to know your mentors, and we'll come back, and then we'll just have a poll question for everyone about how they felt about today. And then if you want to still stay for another half hour with your mentors, then that's up to you.